we're trying to get a full scope of the damage that we're seeing after what appears to have been a tornado blew through Three Rivers area around 4 o'clock this afternoon. Take a look at this direction. Back in the direction of where that storm system came from. That is the Menards parking lot. You're seeing the front of it significantly damaged from when this storm blew over. Where we're standing appears to be right in the middle of the path that this system took, because then if you look this way, you can see more cars damaged. We talked with the family of somebody who was actually inside this vehicle when the storm was blowing over. Look at everything that's been built up against this car. They talked about how scary that was for the woman who was inside. She's in her 20s. They said that she was taken to the hospital, and she talked about just how scary it was. All she was doing, all she could do was cry, cover her head, and hope for the best. She was sitting in the front seat of this car. All the windows are blown out. If you look inside, there's debris and limbs and everything inside this vehicle. You can only imagine just how scary and intense that situation would have been for somebody sitting inside this car. And how this looks is multiplied everywhere you look in this area. In the parking lot over here, you can see more cars damaged. Off that direction toward 131, where traffic has been blocked off because there are downed power lines, there's more damage that way. There's damage on the other side of 131 to the hotel and the businesses on that side of the street. Again, the power lines have been pulled down. There's already utility companies here in the area that are working to remove those power lines. But again, there's going to be a lot of work that has to be done because of the damage that this system caused. Looking back that way at the Menards, you can see on the right side of the building, if Isaac can see that over there, I'm not sure how clear of a shot that is, but there's a giant hole in the side of the Menards over there. They said the wind caused that when this system blew over. The employees inside were sheltered in place at the time because they got the alerts. They were taking precautions, and they could hear this system blowing over them and just how strong these winds were. They said that they were inside, and they were just thankful that nobody inside Menards was injured. And from what we're hearing, I haven't heard reports of any significant injuries. Again, the person who was inside this car here in this parking lot in Applebee's was taken to the hospital, but it was minor injuries. And that's a relief because this is significant damage that we're seeing out here in Three Rivers from the system that blew through. There are cars on its side, debris all over the place, trees that have either been knocked down entirely or the limbs just sheared off of the trunk itself. So very strong winds that blew through here earlier today. We've shared video of what appears to be the tornado as it blew through here. You could see the roof being pulled off of Menards in that video. And then just down the street, further south on 131, there's a storage facility, and you can see the buildings being ripped up off the ground. Again, this is a very strong system that blew through here. First responders, utility companies are already hard at work. You're hearing sirens. You're hearing people hard at work already getting after some of the damage that we're seeing in Three Rivers. Back to the studio.